Hello, I am Martin from ALUPEX, and I am going to explain how I installed this collector. Before we hang the collector, we also need to know how to hang the collector. The tubes should not run in front, so we are going to turn them around. We will let the back of the tubes run through, so hot water is always at the top and cold water at the bottom, meaning the hot water pipes will nicely run behind the cold water collector. We can place it nicely against the wall, allowing the tubes to run through smoothly. Due to the height, I have quite limited space here with my setup, but we are just going to connect it. That we still have space for the main line, we have a collector with 5 connections. Then we will start marking, and of course use the level. So in my case, I will start from somewhere up here. We are going to start first. We have a horde construction. It works very easily. We actually measure the center point, which is crucial for our process, and it is a fundamental step in ensuring accuracy and precision in our measurements. For a regular standard collector, that's very simple because the center point is 5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and 15 centimeters, which are standard measurements used in the industry. We had already marked the center point here, so 15 centimeters further is right there, making it easy to identify and proceed with the next steps. What we are going to do now is connect the main connection of the main line, ensuring everything is aligned perfectly and functions as intended. I have chosen a 26mm main connection at a right angle, without a main valve. Why didn't I take a main valve this time? Imagine, I have a main valve at the outlet of the boiler. Then you actually don't need 2 main valves in a row. Imagine if the collector is placed separately here, and 2 meters further is the boiler with the main connections. Then you essentially have the choice to place a main valve here, or at the boiler. So the choice is up to you, what you want to do with that. I have chosen not to use a main valve here. If you have a main line of 26, then you should watch the following video about pipe diameters, because which main line you choose depends on, in the case of sanitary, the duration of your hot water, how quickly you want to have hot water, and how much flow rate you want. Choose the garden line nicely on the right side. There, nicely connected, ready to hang up. We will also do the other side neatly. The trick is to secure the main valve with as few scratches as possible. In fact, all brass fittings should be secured with as few scratches as possible. There you go. We need to carefully check if the mounting bracket is nicely centered. Otherwise, the loose swivel of the mini ball valve may come into contact with the mounting bracket. This can also happen with other mini ball valves. We will first ensure that the top is properly secured, and then we will take care of the bottom. Here we have our main line for hot water, with a high floor buildup. With underfloor heating at the same level, you have more than enough height to bend it by hand. If we are on the floor and we have 10 centimeters above the finished floor, then you will actually need to use a bending spring. So we are going to do that in this case as well. We are now going to check to what extent. We can recreate a cord here to lower it a bit deeper, but we are going to fold it from underneath somewhere, not too far away.